Good morning. Whoops, my Facebook picture is freezing. Good morning, women on the rise. If you're watching the replay, welcome. It's awesome to have you here. Happy Friday. We have made it to day 5. Woohoo! Okay, so as you're hopping on, please say hello. Hi, Joyce, lovely to see you. Hi, Dee, awesome to see you. Wow, day 5 of the challenge. It's been a busy week, hasn't it? Gosh, I've loved this week. I hope you have as well. I've loved seeing all you gorgeous people in here every day, taking the next step, playing full out, asking questions, showing up, taking action. I've just loved it. It's totally filled up my own cup, so I hope you felt the same. So as you're hopping on, please say hello. It's lovely to see who's here live with me. We have got so much to cover today. So much of the awesome stuff to cover today. Let me just ask you before I dive in properly. Yesterday, my sound was really icky on the video. Is my sound clear and nice today? Or is it a bit kind of fuzzy and not so great again? Can somebody just tell me that so that because yesterday I listened back and I was like, what's going on with the sound? You buy expensive earphones and then they don't work properly. So just someone tell me, please, anyone, is the sound good or is it a little bit like, could be better? If you type that in before we get started, that would be very much appreciated. I'm like, come on, pause. I know there's like a couple of second delay, so I'm like slightly fuzzy again. What's going on? Is everyone the same with that? It's a bit distorted. Annabella says crystal clear. That's so funny. Okay, I'm just going to tap them a bit. Let's hope that they'll do the work. I'm tickling the red. I don't know what that means. You're ticking. I'm ticking the red. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, Dee. Annabella, crystal clear. Okay. Oh, so some people are saying I'm fuzzy. Some people are saying I'm crystal clear. Okay, well, we'll just go with it. It is what it is. I will assume that you can hear me well enough and that we'll be okay. Rocking it. Thank you, Dee. I'm mocking it, not taking it. No fuzzy, hello, not fuzzy for you. Crystal clear. Slightly fuzzy, I can understand you. Okay, we will go with it. Good morning. Welcome to day 5 of our Growing a Profitable Facebook Group Challenge. Today, there are 2 parts to today. The first part is that I want to kind of wrap up the challenge because there's a few things that I really want to talk about still. And then the second part is I really want to talk about the other things that you need to be keeping in account and the bigger picture of growing your business to 5 to 10K plus months and beyond. So that's what we are diving into today. Any questions that you've got, we'll go through them at the end. There's some other things that I want to talk to you about coming up next week. And I have something very exciting to share with you. I'm opening the doors. I'm making a new announcement. It's definitely not for everyone, but it will be the perfect thing for some of you to be moving forward. And I'm really, really excited about it. So I'm going to share that with you later on. So today we're going to be talking about, I'll tell you exactly what we're doing. We are talking about creating kick-ass content. We are talking about creating opportunities for engagement in your group. We're talking about the superpower of a challenge. Who wants to hear about challenges? So we're diving into that first, and then we're going to talk about where is it? We're going to talk about, I've written some notes today, might not be a good idea because I might get sidetracked by them. The bigger picture of growing your business to 5 to 10K months and beyond, and doing that in an aligned way that feels fabulous and amazing. So that is what we're talking about today. What I want to tell you about before we dive in is this is just the beginning. Some of you are going to be thinking, we've made it to the end of the 5-day challenge. I've shown up every day. I've taken the action. It might feel like, we've done the work and now we can relax. But that's not true at all. Actually, now it's just beginning. Now that you've got some ideas, some of the know-how, some of the momentum that you're building to start getting results with this, this is just the beginning, because now you get to really take action on this. You get to build a momentum. You get to start getting all of the results that you desire by doing this, by showing up your group, by really connecting with it, by growing it in a way that excites you and fulfills you, so that it doesn't feel like a chore, but feels like something amazing that you get to do every day, so that you really connect with your group in that way, so that it fills you up. It doesn't feel like this thing that's draining you or taking your time, or something that's a must do on your list, because that's not what will create a really kick-ass group that you love to be in and that gets you the results that you want. When you're connected to your group will be connected to you. It works both ways. It's like a relationship, right? And we all know, we feel it. If another person in a relationship isn't really vibing with us, something's feeling a bit off, we feel it, we know. And the same goes for groups. If the energy just feels a bit low or dead or lacking something, right? So how you show up, what you feel about your group is key to really getting that engagement and growing it in a way that feels fabulous. That's what we need to share about that. So what I would like to hear from you, happy International Women's Day. Yes, absolutely. We should all have like a little mini dance celebrating, actually that's what I'm literally going on to talk about next. But yes, massive happy International Women's Day. I hope you're all doing something fabulous to celebrate, maybe little, maybe big, whatever it might be. I hope you're just celebrating it in some way. I also would like to hear what you're celebrating from this week, because I've seen massive action happening this week. I've seen huge action. What is it that you've either switched on, turn around, flicked the switch on? What is it that you've put into action? What is it that you've changed your beliefs around? What is it that you've maybe actually got results from this week in your business? It could be directly from this challenge. So maybe you're feeling really freaking good that you're like, you know what? I showed up every single day on those lives. I was there. I was committed. I've taken action. I feel fabulous about it. Maybe you feel awesome about the fact that you've done the tasks and you actually showed up fully and you played full out with it. Maybe it's that you've been and done some of this stuff in your own Facebook group and you've started to see results already as a result. Maybe it's just that you've made that commitment to really grow your business and to step up at the next level. Maybe you've decided that you are a woman on the rise and now is your time to shine. So just tell me, what are you celebrating from this week? How have you grown? How have you flourished? How are you just feeling amazing about yourself? That's what I want to hear. That's where the magic happens. It surely does. Janice, hello. Love that you're love you're gorgeous. We all have a tribe and we must have fierce champions. Absolutely, Dee. I couldn't agree more. So tell me, post it in. I want to see this. I want to see what you are celebrating. I want to see what you feel awesome about. I want to see what you're like, hell yes, I am doing this, because it's really important. Actually stopping and celebrating, recognizing how far we've come, seeing those magic moments, going, yes, 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 I am awesome. Collecting evidence for that again and again and again is key to us feeling good. It's too easy to go through the day thinking, oh, but I didn't do that, and I didn't do that, and I didn't do that. We're almost wired to do that because of how we're brought up a lot of the time, right? And we need to switch that. We need to be noticing all the things that we damn well are doing. We need to be noticing all the ways that we are stepping up and taking action and we are shining our light. So I want to hear it now. What are you really proud of for this week? What are you celebrating about yourself and your business this week? And what are you celebrating about National Women's Day in general, right? So Sam, I feel 100% committed to my business. Woo-hoo! I have really felt it in my heart, really felt it. I love that, Sam. That's awesome. Yvonne, I have shown up every day. I am taking action in my business, taking my business me seriously, and it is fun. Yes. Woo-hoo! Sometimes it's quite worrying. I can't read, can I? Sam, thank you, Claire. Thank you, Barbara. More people added to the group since you first did the changes. Absolutely awesome. Well done. Devinda, you got more clarity about how you want to grow your business more organically. So I want to be through what I will be sharing in your Facebook group. Awesome. Joyce, you feel like you now have confidence and belief your business will be a success. Woohoo! Welcome, Claire. Karen, you feel accomplished that you have actually stuck with this. Yes. And you are seeing it right through to the end. Yes. And this is just the beginning. So now you really get to build a momentum and really get to have all of those results that you want. And you look forward to watching them and finding out what the challenge is going to be. Awesome. Well done. Helen, buzzing as your group has had a 94% Rise goes into action. Woohoo! Well done, Helen. That is amazing. Claire, that you put yourself out there all this week. Well done. Lindsay, you understand how groups work so much more after this week. That's amazing. Thank you. Jessica, you've been really struggling with your mental health this week. You've been here every day, though. Go, Jessica. I love it. That is owning it. I've given you the kick up the bum. You've changed the way you run your group, and you're now ready to see the results. Oh, my gosh. I love it. Thank you for your energy. Oh, thank you. Gorgeous, gorgeous comments here. More. Right, there's some gorgeous comments here. So I just want you to all take that moment. Put your hands on your heart. Connect inside. And just feel that gratitude for yourself. Seriously. Feel that gratitude for you. Feel it rising within you. Feel that warmth spreading through your body, and just say to yourself, I am freaking amazing. I am freaking amazing because you are freaking amazing. You are doing this. And just remember, you are in the 1% of people who are stepping up, who are taking action, who are being committed, who are growing a business, and who are doing it from a place of absolute heart and soul. You are a superstar, and you are shining brightly, and you are ready for even more. Okay, so I just want to take that moment, celebrate yourselves. You are all doing an incredible job. Okay, so next week, there's two things happening to help you continue this momentum, because the key thing is here, not to drop the momentum. So please make sure that you have pops on the top of this group so that you get notifications when I'm live and things, because there's going to be other important things coming that's going to help you continuing to grow. So on Monday at 1 o'clock, I'm going to be doing a live coaching session with you. So any questions that you've got about groups, about business growth, about mindset, any of it, I will be coaching you on it in a live coaching session on Monday at 1 o'clock. So pop that in your diary. We'll be going live in this place. Then if you've got questions you want me to coach you on, and maybe you if you don't want other people to know it, so you don't want to just type them in there and then, you can send them through to me and I will dive deep into them on the call. That's the first thing that's happening next week. The second thing, on Wednesday at 1 o'clock. So again, we're at 1 o'clock next week. Wednesday at 1 o'clock, I'm going to be doing a masterclass with you. And the masterclass is on creating kick-ass content. Because as I was going over my notes for this week, I was like, where are the places that people might struggle or might trip up over themselves or might kind of hold back and be like, eek, I'm struggling with this in some way. And I realized that actually maybe creating that continuous content might be one of those areas. Hi, Sam, don't worry. Karen, you'll be able to watch it back. Yes, of course you'll be able to watch it back. Yes, I love having people on live with me because it brings that energy and life to it. So if you can come live, I really do believe that you get more from being here live if you can make it. So yes, on Wednesday, I'm going to be doing a masterclass, 1 o'clock, about how to create continuous kick-ass content in your group that feels easy. So it doesn't feel like this, oh my God, it's another thing to add to my to-do list. I'm so busy. How am I going to do this? So that's what we're going to be diving into. Because as I've been looking at this week's content, I was like, okay, they know how to position their group. They know what the group needs to be all about and the purpose of it and the why for people coming in, but also their own why. We've talked about having boundaries. We've talked about how much time you want to be putting into the group and how that feels good for you. We've talked about your soul clients. We've talked about how you attract your soul clients into your group by putting those freebies out there. But also, like, notice some other things. So, for example, on my Facebook header at the moment, it specifically says about the 5-day challenge. So I also put things out there and put things in other places on other platforms. So on Instagram, I've got a little link tree thing in Instagram that brings people here. I'll quite often have on my business page or my profile page something that says about this group. Hey, I've got this awesome group. Come and join. Here's the link. I have those kind of things going on as well. You can have it in your email signature if you want to, that you have this fabulous Facebook group. Here's the link. Come and join. So remember, really come at this from that place of abundance. There are so many ways that you can get your group out there. It's just about thinking outside the box a little bit and being in that space of abundance, because then the ideas will flow, unlike my words this morning. So really think about that, kind of think, look, there are millions of ways, thousands of ways I can do this. What feels great to me? How else can I get my group out there, knowing that it's super aligned, that it's going to help so many people, that it's going to transform lives? When you're in that energy, you will come up with ideas that are super perfect for you. And it's about not questioning them, not being the perfectionist around them, not overthinking it. It's just like, boom, there's the idea, take action on it now. That's the secret to it. Marsha, hello. Helen, hello. something crazy going on outside my door. I think it's been men or something making a lot of noise. I apologize by that. Okay, awesome. So that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about. Also, creating opportunities for engagement. So how many of you, give me a yes or a no, how many of you got the email on, it was in Wednesday, that had those questions for engagement? So it's just examples of questions that you can post in your group, really easy questions that people can comment on to help build some more of that engagement. Because some of the things people love to talk about, people love like small talk and little bits of things, right? So those questions for engagement are just really super simple questions that you can be posting in your group on a daily basis to help grow the community. Because the more you put in those little questions, the more you actually learn about each other, the more it starts feeling like a friendship, the more that you connect, the more that it grows. So just tell me how many of you actually downloaded that, have taken a look at it, and maybe even started implementing it now. The other thing I wanted to talk about, a couple of years ago, I invested in a program about how to create Facebook groups. Now, one of the things that it talks about on that program that it said you need to have is like a theme each day. And back then, a couple of years ago, a theme each day worked really, really well. It's been a bit used though. So the way people started using things is that have like Marvelous Monday and Tell It to Us Tuesday and Wisdom Wednesday and whatever it might be, they'd have those kind of things. And all people would do back then would be like have like a picture each day, they'd pop it up and they'd expect people to answer. Now that worked quite well a couple of years ago because not many people were doing it. However, times have changed and you'll see a lot of that in some groups now. There is nothing wrong with having themed days. In fact, they're a great thing to have because people like to know that there's certain things coming up within your group. It also gives you that kind of constant content. So you have an idea of the shape of what your group is doing each week. But what I want to say about it is do it in a way that mixes it up. Do it in a way that feels exciting. Do it in a way so that you're not just posting a picture that says Wicked Wednesday, share your wins or something, but you actually comment, you actually write, you actually share your own win, and so that there's that more interaction, a bit more life around it. Think about how are you showing your personality in your posts. Think about how are you really connecting in your post. Think about how are you sharing your story, because stories are huge, right? Stories are big when it comes to creating connection and engagement. So think about all these things when it comes to what you're actually posting in your group and the vibe of it, because the vibe of it is really important and has everything to do with what you get back. The other thing I want to say is don't be worried that sometimes your group might go a bit quiet. It ebbs and flows. Everything in life ebbs and flows. Like we don't have any, like life is not consistent in any way. Everything in life kind of has this kind of ebb and flow to it. Don't be afraid of the ebb and flows. If you have a week where your group feels quiet, it's not like, oh my God, this isn't working. I need to give up. I need to start again. I need to scrap this group and build a new one. No, like it's actually okay. It's about tapping in and going, okay, is there anything missing in this group? What would feel good? What do I want to offer next? How do I bring this back to life a little bit? And don't worry about it. So for example, you'll probably see after this challenge this week has been epic and huge. There's been over 4,000 comments and likes and things in this group this week, which is massive. You will notice over the next few weeks it will be quieter in the group because there are those big things going. There's still lots of engagement, there's still lots of people watching, but it will be a little bit quieter because challenges always build a huge amount of engagement. So just know, as you show up and do new things, like a new training or a new challenge or a new whatever it will be, it will kind of give new life back into your group. And if it goes a little bit quiet again afterwards, it's okay. You don't need to freak out. Everyone's still there. Everyone's still listening. You just keep on showing up. You give it the love and trust that the right people will listen and will continue on that journey with you. Is this making sense to you all with me? Yes, you did. Samantha, you didn't get the emails, but where can you sign up? Okay, I'll have to find that. I'll have to find the link and then we'll get the emails. That's so funny. I did add your own pictures to go with them. That's perfect. That's good, Jessica. You didn't have a look yet. Go and check because lots of people got in touch with me about your email saying that you couldn't find them. And for some people, it was just because I went into spam or junk and I was just hidden down there. For some people, it was because some of you, not everyone, some of you got a little subscription email first that said, please subscribe, like, please confirm your subscription. And if you didn't confirm your subscription, you haven't got all the emails. So you need to go back, find that one, confirm it, and then they'll all come through. So just make sure that one of those two things aren't stopping you from getting my emails, because it happens all the time and it's such a pain in the arse. And there's some awesome stuff that's come through in those emails. There's you know, extra downloads and all kinds of things that you're going to want. So go and check them out, go and dig into them, find them. They will be there. As long as you signed up for it. If you didn't sign up for it, they won't be there, and I'll post that later on today. Helen, I've asked people to post pictures on ladies that inspire them today and getting a bit of interaction already. Perfect. That is fabulous. I absolutely love it. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just looking at what else I want to talk about, specifically about growing your groups. Challenges. That's what I want to talk about. Challenges. Who wants to know about challenges? Who wants to hear about challenges? Tell me. Give me a little love heart shower if you want to know about challenges. So challenges are the perfect way to give your group a big boost, right? Because when you run a challenge, you are giving huge value. So there's two parts of this. One, you've got to be ready. You've got to want to show up and do a challenge, because it's going to take you time. It's going to take you effort. The best way to run a challenge is like this. It's live. It's with the live interaction. It's showing up every single day, because that's how you grow the momentum. That's how you build a know, like, and trust. That's how you also really serve your soul clients, right? That's how you really show up and make a difference. So it is going to take you energy. The first time you do it, it's going to push you outside your comfort zone, but you know what? It's so worth it, because it's going to grow you massively, I can promise. And it's going to give just such value to your soul clients that either those who aren't ready to work with you are going to be grateful. They're going to be like, this is awesome, thank you very much. And it's going to have helped them, so you can feel good about helping everyone who took part in that challenge. And secondly, it's going to really help activate those soul clients who are really ready to take the next step with you, who are like, hell yes, I am doing it. I know that I am ready to, I would say, ready to rise. And like, how do I continue to work with you? How do I actually do this properly so that I really get the results? So challenges are amazing. We've got me, yes, please, absolutely. Okay, cool. I'm missing it. What are you missing, Alana? Okay, so challenges. Challenges can be as big and complicated as you like, or as simple and easy as you like. The way that I think about challenges is a little bit like a cake. Any of my clients listen to this will be laughing, because like cakes rule my life. Cakes for breakfast. I love cake. So it's like the perfect way to explain it to me. Running challenges is a little bit like a cake, right? You see a cake that's a one-layer cake with some icing on top, and it's like, ooh, that looks good. I'll have a piece of that cake, right? You can run your challenge so that it's really simple. It's just a one-layer cake with a bit of icing on top, right? Or if you're feeling a bit like, you know what, I want to get my teeth into this a little bit more, I think I can do even better, you might get more adventurous, and you might start adding layers to your cake. You might start building this big, beautiful tiered cake with all the icing and all the toppings and all the amazingness. Now, the more layers that you put on your cake, obviously, the more it's going to stand out, the more impact it's going to have, because people are going to walk past and be like, holy shit, look at that, right? In the same way that if you put lots into your challenge and you create all these different layers, it's going to have a bigger impact. However, no one's going to say no to a cake that looks delicious, that's simple, that's clear, that's like one layer, but it looks great with a nice bit of icing on top, right? Are you with me? Are you with me? Do you get what I'm saying? So when it comes to creating your challenge, don't get overwhelmed by, oh my gosh, I've got to have all these different layers and I've got to include everything. Every time you run a challenge, you can grow it, you can tweak it, you can add a layer. Start simply. So the main thing to do with your challenge is, what is it? What's one thing that your soul clients really want to know about that's going to really help them with the problem you solve in your business? So, for example, it could be a challenge around nutrition. It could absolutely be a challenge around skincare. It could be a challenge around self-care. It could be a challenge around exercise. It could be a challenge around growing tribes. It could be, literally it could be anything. It could be anything. Whatever it is that you help people with in your business, you could create a challenge around it. There are different ways that you can do this challenge. You could do a 3-day challenge. You could do a 5-day challenge. You could do a 7-day challenge. I wouldn't necessarily go much longer than a 7-day challenge because it takes a lot of effort and people drop off after 7 days because they kind of lose the momentum a little bit. So 3 days works really well. 5 days works well. 7 days works well. So decide how long you want to run your challenge. You need to be promoting your challenge. So again, this is one of the mistakes people make. They focus on creating this gorgeous challenge, but they forget to really promote it. The whole point of your challenge is to get new people into your group and get them really engaged, right? So what is it that you're going to run your challenge on that people are going to be like, hell yes, I want to learn about that? And how are you going to promote it? So you might decide to use Facebook ads. You might create, I've forgotten the word, you might create an event in Facebook where you share it with people and you might invite all those people that are on your business page or whatever. You might have a networking event that you share it with. You might have friends who have businesses that complement yours and they might share it. Really think about what are all the ways that you can promote your challenge so you can get as many new people into your group to take part on that challenge as possible, because challenges are powerful. If you're going to put all that effort into actually taking people on this beautiful journey, you want people to be there. And as I said before, maybe you don't have 1,000 people or 2,000 people or whatever in the group. Maybe you have 5, maybe you have 10. That's okay. You can absolutely turn those 5 or 10 into soul clients because they get so much attention from you during that challenge. So don't be in the scarcity of, oh, I've only had like 5 people sign up or 15 people sign up for the challenge. That's fine. You show up fully. You give all the value. You be in absolute alignment, and I guarantee you will get results. So make it as big or as small as you want to. You could go live every single day, but you can do other things in challenges, right? So you can put recorded videos on if you want to. You can just put posts on some days if you want to. It's up to you whether you get people to sign up on your email list as part of the challenge or not. You don't need to if it's the first time you're doing it, but it's another layer. It makes it a little bit juicier. It means that you get more out of the challenge. So there's lots of things you can do with challenges, but there's no rules. And this is one of the things that I want you to understand. There are no fast, hard rules about what you must do or you mustn't do when it comes to a challenge. The most important thing is probably giving it a go for the first time. Actually, in a few weeks, I'm thinking about running. I think I might do some specific stuff around challenges because there's so much that we could dive into today. Have you got any specific questions around challenges that you want me to answer right now for you? That you're like, you know what, I really want to run challenges, but how do I do X, Y, or Z? Pop that in and I'll answer any questions now that I can. But look out, because I will do something specifically around challenges for you in the next few weeks. The most important thing when it comes to challenges is remember you're asking people to take an action, because you want to actually move people forward during your challenge. You want to help them start getting results during your challenge. What I would say is don't make it too complicated. Give them something easy to do so it's not like super overwhelming. But really think about how you're going to get them to take one step forward or a few steps forward during your challenge. Let me see what Karen says. You're having a mental block. You sell travel. But if I'm running a challenge on all things I can do for them, aren't I educating them to go and book it for themselves? Aha. I think I'm just struggling to bring to mind what kind of challenge I can do for my prospective clients. What are the biggest blocks people have, Karen, around actually booking those holidays with you? Like, what can you maybe teach them so that they'll absolutely come to you to book their holiday because they see you as the expert and they recognize that you bring a huge amount of value to the table when they invest in your support? What are those extra things that are like the icing on the cake to the holiday that you could help them with? So you've come to me, you've booked your holiday, we're all ready to go. Here's a challenge so that every holiday from now on moving forward can be a 5-star holiday, whether you're paying for 5 stars or not. Do you know what I mean? So it's maybe, so one of them would be book it through someone like me because actually you're going to get this, and this, for example. I don't know if that gives you a few ideas. Maybe also like ask people in your group, ask people in other groups that if when you're thinking about going on holiday, what would be really good to learn or to do a challenge around that's going to help you? Do a brainstorm, see where that leads you. Ideas lead to ideas, actions lead to even more ideas. So the more you think about it, the more you brainstorm it, the more you talk to people about it, the clearer you'll get on ways to do it. Don't put pressure on yourself to be like, I've got to have the right answer right now, this second. Marsha, do you always do challenges in the same free group? I've seen some which had which had dedicated pop-up groups. Is there any different in engagement results? Yes. So there's different ways you can run challenges. You can have it in an ongoing group like this. You can have them in pop-up groups that you just create for the challenge and then kind of close them again afterwards and just open and close them when there's a challenge running. Or of course, you can even do them on your business page. There's pros and cons to each. By doing them in a group that you currently have, you're getting people in the group that you're always giving your time and attention to, and those who want to continue with you then can. You're not trying to take them somewhere else, and I like that. The other thing that I like about doing it in a current group is that it quite often engages clients who've been in there for a while, but maybe forgot, maybe have gone off on their own little ways. They come back, they see it, they're like, aha, yes, like I remember, let me build this momentum again, let me get involved in the group again. So it can activate old clients or people who used to kind of spend a lot of time in the group who've lost their way or been sidetracked, and it brings them back. The good thing about pop-up groups is that because everyone there in the challenge is like super on it, Facebook algorithms might support you a little bit more in terms of there's so many people who are taking action that they'll show it to everyone in the group. So that can work well with you, except if you've got another group, you're then splitting your time between two groups, and it can sometimes feel like a little bit much. The advantage to do it on your business page is that you can track people who are in the challenge. You can retarget them, which is brilliant. The only downside for me about that is I think that when people are in a community, when people are in a group, it feels safer. And people are more willing to share their thoughts because, you know, quite often we're asking people to be vulnerable. It means people will share their thoughts. They'll tell us what's going on. And it creates more of that community feel. And I actually love groups for that. And so I always actually do it in my group rather than the other alternatives, but there's no hard fast rules around it. Could the challenge be around packing? Oh, you're giving ideas. That's brilliant. Okay, cool. So I just want you to think about for now, the question is really, what ideas could you have for a challenge? And start building that up a little bit. Start brainstorming on it. Start thinking, would I like to build a challenge? Because it's not for everyone. So it will take action. But I tell you what, it will get you really good results. It's really, really good for activating a group, for growing a group, for bringing new people into your group, and really making an impact. So challenges work really, really well. I would absolutely say do it once, give it a go, and see how it feels for you. Okay, right. Let's keep going. Who's with me? Are we rolling? We've got so much to cover still. I've got a question I want to ask you. Okay, so you've been in this space all week. We've been talking about growing groups. We've been talking about building engagement. We've been talking about how you will take your ideal clients on a journey, building that know, like, and trust, and turning the right ones into ideal clients. The question I've got for you, and I really want to know this, because I really want to know where you're all at with it, is how many of you who are on here live with me, but also if you're watching back the replay of this, how many of you who are absolutely in that place where you're like, this is a real business for me. This is a business that I'm growing. This is a business that I am 100% committed to. And this is a business that in the next 6 months, I want to make those first 5 to 10K months. I want to be earning 5 to 10K months within the next 6 months. I want you to literally give me a yes or a no, because it's not for everyone, right? Not everyone will be in that place where they're like, you know what? Yes, hell yes, I want to be making those first 5K months and beyond in my own business in the next 6 months. I want you to tell me, is that you? Yes or no? Maybe, because for some of you, you might be, oh, I'm just getting started, or I'm building it slowly, or it's not quite for me. There'll be others of you who are like, yes, I'm a woman on the rise. I'm committed to this. I want to make the income. I want to make the impact. I want to have the freedom. I want to be able to say yes to all the things I desire, and I am ready to do this 100%. So what I want you to do is tell me in the comments, honestly, so please don't say yes or hell yes if you're like, oh, I don't know. Because when it comes to this, and I think this is really important, this is a huge point I want to make actually. When we just say yes to something, so when we tell ourselves we want to do something, but we're not 100% committed, what we're doing is we're actually activating a downward spiral for ourselves. Because every time we say, yes, I am doing this, and then we don't take the action and we don't follow through and we don't do it, we chip away at our self-belief a little bit. And so next time we tell ourselves we're going to do it, like there's that little bit, our subconscious goes, yeah, but last time you said that and you didn't do it, so you might not do it this time either. You see what I mean? So it's actually quite a dangerous game to play, because it can affect our confidence, it can affect our self-belief. So the question is, because when it comes to being committed, you either are or you aren't. It's like you're pregnant. You're either pregnant or you're not. You can't half be. So who is like 100% committed? Who's really committed to actually going, yes, this is what I'm committed to do? And I'm not saying that you're guaranteeing yourself you're achieving it. What I'm saying is you are absolutely going full out and you're saying, I am ready to play a bigger game. I am done playing small. I am done putting up with smaller results and messing around with these things and just not quite getting there. I am ready to ride. I am ready to leap. I am ready to play that big game and be like, hell yes, I'm growing this business. I'm making an impact. I am showing up fully. I am a woman on the rise. I'm going to claim my expertise. I'm putting my business out there. This is a real business and it is going to get absolutely amazing results. So there's some awesome yeses here. So we've got Suzanne, yes. We've got Karen, hell yes. We've got Alana, me. Davinda, yes. Chloe, yes. Marsha, yes. I'm like, just start singing these. Annabella, hell yes. I love the energy. I can feel the energy of these. I love it. Yep. Just starting but aiming high. I love it, Joyce. That's absolutely the way to do it. It doesn't matter how new or not you are to your business. It's that decision that makes the difference. Rachel, yes. Lana, yes. Gorgeous picture. Jessica, yes. Yvonne, yes. Suzanne said, I do, but still struggling to believe that you will. That's okay, right? It's okay, because here's the thing, when we tell ourselves, when we make that decision to play full out, to go to that next level, our subconscious, our little ego is always going to kick in and be like, oh yes, but what if you don't do it? What if it fails? What if it means that this will happen or that will happen or you won't do this? Right, of course. So just accept that your little subconscious, your ego, is probably going to kick off when you make this decision and you make this commitment that you are playing full out, that you are doing this, right? And it's okay. It's just like, okay, little ego, I hear you. However, you are wrong. Get in the back seat. I am running the show here. So it's okay that your ego is kicking off. Just choose not to listen to it now. Stay focused on what it is that you're creating. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Claire's like, just at the beginning of your journey, but hell yes, let's go for it. Jessica, I was talking about this to your daughter last night about college. Yes, 100% committed, Chloe. I love it. Rachel, hell yes, I'm committed to growth and rise. Zarina, great, yes. Helen, what, 150% ready. That's pretty way for that. Okay, lots of you are ready, right? You are ready to rise. This is a conversation that we really need to have then, right? Because this week I've taught you one element of growing your business. One element of growing your business. But I don't want you to think that there's never such thing as a magic bullet. There's never such thing as a magic pill. Lots of businesses will sell you on, here's the secret, when you just do this, you'll have all the clients you could possibly wish for, you'll have 100K months, blah, 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 and it's bullshit. And it actually makes me really annoyed because there's no such thing as like a fast-ass solution. There's no such thing as a fast-ass solution either. The truth is, to grow a successful business, it is about, I talked the other day about a jigsaw, and it is a little bit like a jigsaw. There are lots of different pieces at play, and it is about getting all those pieces right. Running a group is one of these pieces. It's a beautiful way to create that community. It's a beautiful way to build that know, like, and trust. It's a beautiful way to then take people on the journey. Those are ideal clients who are ready to say yes and work for you. It's a beautiful way to do all of that because you can give back. It can feel really aligned. It can feel like a really expansive way to grow your business. And it's one part of it. What I don't want you to fall into the trap of believing is, now that I know this, I've got everything in my toolbox, I can go and I can have those 5K months and 10K months, think that you're doing it and then get bloody frustrated because it's not working still, and then think, oh, Facebook groups don't work. Facebook groups don't work. They don't help you grow your business, because that's not true. All these tools do work, but we need all the pieces of the jigsaw in the right place. And that does take a bit of time. It doesn't take a huge amount of time, but it takes tweaking and it takes understanding. And that's why people have coaches to help you put all those jigsaw pieces together. It's a little bit like if you were building a rocket ship to go up into space, Facebook groups are one part of that rocket ship. There are lots of other parts of that rocket ship, and you would absolutely want to make sure that those other parts are all present, but they're also working properly if you're going to trust that rocket ship to get you into space. And I want you to think about this in your business. I don't want you to go into that mindset of, this is the answer, this is going to fix all my problems, because if it doesn't, it can then put you in that place of self-doubt. You can feel like giving up, you can feel frustrated, and I never want you to do that. I want you to see and believe and tap into the big picture. that you are in this for the long term, that you are ready to rise, that growing a business is a priority for you, and you are damn well committed because you know that everything that you can create for your own life and for other people's lives because of this commitment. Tapping into your why, tapping into your vision, tapping into all of the things that this business is going to give you is key to help you sustain the momentum that's needed to really get you the results that you want in your business. So Facebook groups are one part of your rocket ship, and what I want to talk about now are what those other parts are, what those other elements are, and we're going to talk about how fully, and I'm going to get you to have a look at how fully you've got those in place at the moment. Are you ready? Who's excited to hear this? Who wants to know what those other parts of your rocket ship are? Okay, so I've got a little circle. I want to draw a little circle on your page, and you're dividing it into six segments. So for 6, you don't go down, you go side, side, down to make the 6 segments. So there are 6 segments. Are you with me? Are you with me? You've gone quiet. Serena, pulling all business segments together, you find it overwhelming? Yes, of course. And it's not surprising that you find it overwhelming. That's why we have coaches. That's why we have support, right? So here are the pieces. I want you to write them down, and I'm going to ask you how fully you believe you've got them in place on a score of 1 to 10. So the first part, number 1, the first segment of your circle is becoming the woman on the rise, creating your quantum leap. What this means is you being the woman who, you absolutely showing up as the expert, you being unapologetic about being visible and sharing your message, you being in this fully committed, and you having those things in place. So you making the investments even when it feels like you're not ready, or what if, or whatever. I think one of the biggest things, when I look back, my business has grown hugely mostly over these past 12 months. It's had a huge growth. One of the biggest things, one of the biggest reasons why it's had that growth is because I made investments in my business before I was ready. I invested in, I've invested in all kinds of things in my business actually this 12 months, but I've invested again and again and again before I really felt ready, before I was like, oh yeah, I'm ready for that. And that's allowed me to leap in my growth every step of the way. So are you a woman on the rise? It's about the mindset. It's about the ownership. It's about owning who you truly are, about seeing your business as a real business, about feeding it as a real business, about having those boundaries in place, about doing the mindset work, about doing the belief work, about showing up even when you might feel shit and you might be in that space that this is not working. It's about going, hell, hang on a minute. Am I a woman on the rise? Yes, I am. Let's shift this. Let's move. Let's take the action, but let's do it from that place of flow. Let's do it from that place of alignment. This is one of the things that I'm really, really passionate about. When I first started building my business online, there were coaches who told me, there was one coach, I invested in a £5,000 program with her. And she said, Claire, you cannot build a business by being a heart-centered coach. Heart-centeredness has no place in business. If you want to build a business, if you want to grow it to 6 figures, you need to change how you're showing up in your business and what you're doing. That was such bullshit. But at the time, it really rocked me. It really rocked my confidence. It really rocked my belief, because it put me in that place of, well, I don't want to grow a business if I can't show up, if I can't care about my clients, if I can't be in this because I really want to do it and I'm passionate about it and I'm having fun. If I can't do it in that way, then I don't want to have a business. That's where it put me in. And it really held me back for a while. And then I'll tell you what, when I hit that 6 figure, and I was like, yeah, there you go. I'll show you, can we have a heart-centered 6 figure business? But it's important to know you can build a business that's in alignment. You can build a business that feels amazing. You can build a business that totally uses all your skills, the things that you are brilliant at, and using those and shining those brightly. So make sure that, like, you being a woman on the rise, you creating your quantum leap is about you embracing all of that. It's about you seeing all of that, and it's about you being unapologetically you in your business. So on a score of 1 to 10, 10 being I'm doing it 100%, be honest with yourself, because actually, here's what 100% really looks like. So often I talk to amazing women who are like, I'm all in, I'm doing this, I'm doing everything, I am doing this 100%. And I'll say, are you really doing 100% then? Let's take, for example, it's not a nice example, but let's use it because it's powerful. If you had to come up with £10,000 in the next few days, say you had to come up with £10,000 in the next week, and it was a life or death situation, literally life or death situation. Think about how all in you would be to do that. Think about all the action that you take. Think about how far outside your comfort zone you go. You wouldn't care what people thought of you or whatever if it was a life or death situation. You would absolutely be there at 100%. So why are you not there at 100% in your business all the time? That's what 100% really is. That's what the 10 out of 10 really is. So what I want to hear from you first is on that, well done. We're on that, your first segment in terms of you being the woman on the rise. On a score of 1 to 10, how fully are you showing up doing that? That's what I want you to pop into the comments. Type that in for me so I can have a look. Be honest with yourself. It's just about that awareness, right? Because once we have the awareness, then we can do something about it. Then we can change it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you in terms of fully owning it and showing up as a woman on the rise with the mindset in the right place, showing up unapologetically, sharing your message, like 100% in. Segment number 2, as you're putting those in, I'm looking for that. We've got a 4, we've got a 7, we've got a 10, Helen, wow. Okay, awesome, let's see what else comes through. So segment number 2 is, and this is the second thing we need to have in place, we need to be growing your visibility and unleashing your message. So your soul clients cannot buy from you if they don't know you exist, right? If you're getting frustrated because you see people going and buying from someone else, another expert, like that coach over there, or that business owner over there, or that artist over there, it's probably because not enough people know that you exist. You are not being visible in your business enough, and you're not being consistent enough with that visibility. And in that visibility, you are not unleashing your full message. Maybe you're holding yourself back a bit. Maybe you're overthinking it. Maybe you're telling yourself, but I'm not clear on my message, or it's not powerful enough, or it's not different enough, or all of these are the things that we tell ourselves that puts the brakes in my business. So the second thing is, again, score 1 to 10. Let me see a few more. Some more of these come in. We've got 6, 9, 8, 6, 6 to 7. Okay, cool. Awesome seeing all of these. Fabulous. Okay, so second question is, on your second segment, how fully are you growing your visibility and unleashing your soul message in your business right now? Again, score 1 to 10, pop it in. Let me have a look at it. Marcia says, yes, to being committed and the expert. Currently, I would say you're a 7, you're working full time, and you have limited belief around whether you can achieve your level of salary quick enough. Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. So yes, your belief is there. Look, the fact that you are working full time and you're growing this, that says loads about you. It means you believe in this. Otherwise, you won't be doing it, because you can feel knackered after a full day's work, right? So it's recognize that, hell yes, I am playing full out. I'm making this priority. I can absolutely do this. Love it. Okay, so with visibility, we've got 4s, we've got some 6s, we've got 7s, 3 or 4, we've got 4. Okay, cool. Can you see how important this is, though? Can you see how actually one of the blocks to growing your business is that people aren't seeing you enough? People aren't seeing you, and when they are seeing you, maybe you're not allowing all of you out, all of your message out, all of your awesomeness out into the world, so people can truly connect and see you for you. So part number 3 is, are you magnetizing those soul clients and activating tribe growth? Are you magnetizing your soul clients to you? This is not about you going out and searching for clients. I hear people say all the time, but I can't find the clients. It's not about you finding the clients. It's about you showing up fully, you being visible, you being consistent, and you being magnetic. Let me tell you what I mean by magnetic. Magnetic is when you are being all of you. Magnetic is when you are allowing yourself to be lit up by your passion and your purpose. Magnetic is when you are not holding back, you are not censoring, you are not stopping yourself in any way because of beliefs you might have around what will people say, what will people think of me, what if I make a fool of myself, what if I get it wrong, what if I'm not ready, what if I don't know enough, what if all those kind of beliefs that can come up. So again, on a score of 1 to 10, I'd love you to tell me, noticing now, how fully are you magnetizing soul clients to you rather than you searching for them? And how fully are you activating that tribe growth? So tribe growth is one of the things we've been talking about this week. Your group is one of the ways that you activate tribe growth. Running a challenge to activate your group is a perfect example of that. So how fully are you currently doing that? 2. Okay, so if you've got some low numbers coming in here, it's recognizing, aha, I've got some pieces on my rocket ship that are not quite sorted and fixed into place properly. And this is what's stopping my rocket ship from really launching and from getting the results that I want, okay? So this is really, really important. This is, aha, so we've got some really quite lower things here. So this is really interesting. Helen, you were a 3, but you think you've turned it into a 7 this week. That's amazing. It's about keeping up that momentum. Suzanne, 10, you're accepting everything you're offered. It's great for you to grow your business and then worrying about it later. Okay, cool. So a little bit lower generally. Okay, next segment. How fully are you implementing soul strategy in your business? Soul strategy is something that I talk about a lot with my clients because there are hundreds of ways you could build your business. I myself have tried many ways of building a business. Some of those ways were totally out of alignment for me, did not feel good. Some of those ways I invested a lot of money into and I did not get the results. That was not because I didn't show up fully. It's not because I didn't work my arse off, because I promise you I am a hard worker. I absolutely put 100% into it, but they were totally out of alignment for me. And so I blocked myself every step of the way, and those results just didn't come in because of that. Soul strategy is about really leaning into your strengths. It's about leaning into flow in your business. It's about doing the things that light you up and building a strategy around that. This is one of the things that I help my clients with. I help them build soul strategies in their business. As human beings, strategies underpin everything we do. We have strategies for everything. We have a strategy for brushing our teeth. We have a strategy for getting into bed. We have a strategy for waking up. We have strategies for cooking. We have strategies for everything, right? Because that's how our brains work. It makes things easy when we have a strategy. However, some strategy that some expert over here told you might not be in alignment for you. It might not be right for you. So it's about turning it into a soul strategy. It's about tweaking it. It's about making it work for you by bringing all of you into it. So how fully do you have soul strategies in your business right now that you're implementing, that you're taking action on? Growing your Facebook group is a soul strategy, by the way. But it's about making it work for you. It could be an out of alignment strategy if you didn't make those tweaks and make it feel really good. So what number are you on? 1 to 10 in terms of how fully do you have soul strategies that you are implementing in your business to grow it, to bring in clients, to earn more money? That's what I want to say. You've all gone quiet on me. Why have you all gone so quiet for a moment? Pop in the numbers, let me see. And if you've got any questions about this, if it's not making sense, let me know. So we've got 6, okay, cool. What else have we got? What else have we got? 3, okay, cool. 3, some of you might be thinking about it a little bit, that's okay. But again, it's key to growing our business because we want to have those strategies in place that mean we can consistently grow. Really key, so that we're bringing in new clients, so that we're building that know, like, trust, and so that we're converting them into paying clients who are actually saying, hell yes, I'm ready to really go for this. I'm ready to really implement this. I'm ready to really get those results. Because that's key, because this is the thing I've talked about again and again. When you're selling, you can sell with soul when you know that this is how you serve people at the highest level. When people say yes to making that investment, to working with you, that's when you can really serve them. That's when you can really help them get the results that they want. That's when you can be there to support them, to do the know-how, to do the action, to do the everything that they need to really get the results that they need to do. So selling is serving. And it's about remembering that when you're taking action on these strategies. Okay, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6. Now that I've stopped listening to those experts, so still working on it. Yeah, and here's the thing, there are amazing experts out there. There are incredible funnels, incredible strategies that they teach. I don't have anything against any of those things, and they do work. So I'm not saying they don't work, but they work if they're in alignment for you, or if you can get yourself in alignment for them. That's a hard way to go about it, I think, because actually we are all different. We all brush our teeth in a slightly different way. So why would you try and do it exactly the same as someone else does it if it doesn't suit you? There's no need to, because there's other ways you can do it that would actually feel a lot more comfortable and a lot better. And when action feels easier, we do more of it, and therefore we get the results faster and we enjoy the journey more. Because this is not about, growing a business is not about just getting the end result right. Growing a business is how we feel every single day. Growing a business is about living in a way that lights us up, because otherwise we might as well have a job. It's not about, I'll be happy. I'll be happy when I'm making 10K months. I'll be happy when I have a 6-figure business. I'll be happy when I'm fully booked with clients. I'll be happy when is bullshit. We need to be happy now, because growing a business is a journey. It's not a destination. Oh, I'm a bit ranty today, aren't I? What's going on? Relax, Claire. I am a bit ranty. I apologize. Well, no, I don't apologize. Sorry, not sorry. It's because I'm super passionate about it. Okay, so the next one is, do you love how you launch and fill your offers? Some of you might, like, depending on where you are in your business, you might be like, what is launching? What the heck is Claire talking about? And if that's the case, that's okay. Launching is when you create a buzz and you offer your next, and you put your next offer out there. Okay, so launching is when you go through that phase of, oh my God, this is what I've got for you. This is how it's going to help you. This is amazing, and I want to share it with you. So that's your question today, and I am going into launching now because I've got something freaking amazing and exciting that I want to share with you, because I know that it is absolutely the next aligned step for some of you, and it's going to help you get to those 5 to 10K months and beyond. It's going to help you enjoy the journey as you get there. It's going to help you put all of these things into place and do it in a way that feels totally aligned, that lights you up and grows your business in a way that feels fabulous. So I'm going into launching mode now. This is kind of the start of my launch. And we get to love how we launch, because we have to launch in our business to get the results that we want. It's one of those things that we need to do. But again, we do it in alignment. We do it in a way that feels good. We do it in a way where we 100% believe in the programs and offers that we're putting out there. We know the results that they can get for clients or customers or whatever it is. Okay. Rachel, that's what I mean. It wasn't in alignment to you. Yeah, totally, Rachel. Karen, I have had major comparisonitis. I don't quite know how to say that. Yes, in the past, and found that I was jumping on strategies that were working for someone and then finding it wasn't something that suited me. Yes, Karen, I totally went through this in my own business when I first put my business online. It was a big thing for me, and I was looking at everyone else and I was like, why is this not working for me? Like, I'm doing the work, I'm taking that action. Why the hell are they getting results with this and I'm not? And it can be really bad for our self-esteem and our confidence, right? And it can put us in a really kind of downward, horrible place where business does not feel fun. Suzanne, I'm in launch mode too in terms of my workshop. Awesome for Facebook ads, but have so much more to do. I love it. Bev, lovely to see you, Bev. Okay, so again, question is, where are you? What's your number on a scale of 1 to 10? I know you said 1 to 20. I don't know what's going on there. On a scale of 1 to 10, how fully are you actually launching in your business, and how fully are you loving that launching that you're doing? That's what I want to know. Give me a number in the comments. Bev, replay sadly had a meeting, so you missed the live. You've not missed the live. You're here with me now. You just missed the beginning of it. So the final one, the final segment is selling with soul. Selling with soul and creating those 5-star clients. Selling with soul is key to feeling good about selling. We have to sell for it to be a business, right? We have to sell in order to really serve people fully. Selling is key in our business. If we feel icky about selling, if we're holding back about selling, if we haven't got ways that we want to sell and feel good about selling, we're not going to be doing the selling that we need to really make the money that we want to make the impact, to make the income for ourselves as well. So selling with soul is key to showing up fully and enjoying the selling, because you know 100% that what you are selling is amazing. You know 100% that this is the thing that can really help your soul clients. You know, and you can stand by that offer. It's an offer that you would say hell yes to any second, or maybe the past version of you who had that problem would have said yes to in an instant. And you know it's the thing that would absolutely help them. So again, put your number in. Where are you on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of how fully are you selling with soul currently in your business? That's what I want to hear next. And so what I want to share with you today is that I have my next brand new mastermind that is going to be starting soon. It's called Woman on the Rise. It's for women who are really ready to grow their business to 5 to 10K months and beyond. The aim is for you to be making your first 5 to 10K months during that 6-month period. It is my fullest, most beautiful program that I offer women. 6 months is the perfect amount of time to really get you growing your business, to really put all of these different aspects in place for you to really show up and be the woman on the rise, because it's not just about the action we take in our business. It's about the woman who we become as we grow our business. It's a combination of mindset and strategy pulled together in a way of following soul so you feel good every single step of the way. You get one-to-one coaching with me. You get group coaching. You get content. You get all the how-to. We have a 2-day in-person event that is a bonus because it's amazing to all actually meet up. It's a very small group. It's only for those of you. It's not for everyone, right? This is not for everyone. I'll have programs in the future that are smaller programs or workshops or little masterclasses and other things for those of you who aren't ready for this. This is for those of you who are like, hell yes, I'm ready to ride. I am ready those 5 to 10K months. I'm ready to make sure that all of these parts of my rocket ship are working and I'm ready to launch it into space, goddammit. I'm ready to get these results. And actually you want to work in a way that feels aligned. You want to work with a coach who has fully got you. Because I think that's one of the things, like I don't know if any of my clients are on here with me now actually, but my clients who work with me, the one thing they will always say is that I will go the extra mile to always make sure that you feel supported, because growing a business is this. And we have our days when it feels amazing and you'll be celebrating and you're like, yes. And then you have those days where it's not so easy. And in some programs, you're just a number and you get lost. And you fall off the program and it's not working and no one really realizes. That's not the way that I run my program. So this is a 6-month mastermind for women ready to ride. If you're interested, we need to talk. Okay, there are some fast action bonuses that are going to kick into place for the next few days, actually probably for the next week, because this isn't a program that you can just click a button and sign into. I only want to work with women who I feel aligned to, right? Because I want this to feel like a beautiful space. And all these masterminds that I've run in the past have been gorgeous women, and it's been incredible, and it's been an absolute pleasure to show up and serve them every single week and see the results that they've been getting. And so if you're interested, I never do the hard sell. So if you get on a phone call with me, I'm not going to be like, get your wallet out, get your credit card out, you need to pay it now. That is not my way. We do this if it's super aligned for you and you know 100% you are ready to rise to the next level. So we'll have a conversation, we'll talk about your business, I'll see where you're really at, what you need to go that next step. I'll make sure that we are fully aligned to work together. And if we are, then we can talk about the options, we can talk about the payment plans, we can talk about the bonuses, we can talk about how it works and all the other things. So Woman on the Ride is about growing your business to 5 to 10K months and beyond. It is about the mindset, it is about the action, it is about the strategy, but it's about the soul strategy. It's about selling with soul. It's about all of those aspects that I've spoken about today, and it's the women who are truly ready to rise. Sam says, hello, you can vouch for Claire's program. Sam has done my mastermind, having done the last one. I am a regular client of Claire's. I have a growing VA business now. I feel super confident about the future. Sam, I adore you. You are absolutely one of my soul clients, and thank you for popping that in. I really appreciate that. So have you got any questions? Have you got any questions about the content that we've covered today? Have you got any questions about groups, about challenges? Have you got questions about those aspects of really growing your business, all those parts of your rocket ship that you need in place to launch? Have you got questions about the Woman on the Rise Mastermind? And actually, let me pop in. So there's different ways we can talk. You can either messenger me and ask me questions, or you can book in for a session, a deep dive coaching session, so we can really talk about your business, your next step, what it's going to take for you to hit those first 5 to 10K months, and whether the mastermind is the right fit for you. Let me just see if I can put in my booking link here. Yes, I can, I believe. Is it going to work? I think it's going to work. Does it work? Yes. Okay, so I've popped in the comments just here. You'll see my little link has come up. It's clairemacpherson.as.me/coaching. That's quite a long thing. That's my Acuity link. So you can book in for a one-to-one session with me if you want to talk about it. As I said, we're just getting on a call. So there's no pressure to say yes. I'm not into pressuring people. But if there's a part of you that's like, oh, you know what, I really feel ready to do this, I want to know more, then book in for a session and let's have a conversation about it. Those sessions do fill up. I am busy. I am fully booked in my own business. This is like the brand new mastermind that I'm opening up for 6 months. It is an amazing experience. I have got you fully. It's everything that you need, basically. It's everything you need to grow your business. I have expert trainings in there. I've got a vault of past training. There's just tons. There's everything you could possibly need. At the moment, the people who take take action quickly, because I always appreciate people who take action quickly, there is a discount on the price, so you will get it at a discounted price. You will get an extra deep dive session with me. There's a little program that you will also get. There's a couple of other bonuses that are in there that are up for grabs. If you say hell yes, you get booked in. If you try booking in a call and there isn't a time available, message me and I'll look at my diary and tweak things around a bit and move things around, and we can have a conversation. What questions have you got, my gorgeous people? Helen, you've been interested in hearing more. Awesome. Book in or message me. Let's have a conversation. Suzanne, you'd definitely be interested in mastermind. So I would love a discovery call, Suzanne. I'd love to talk to you about it. It's there. Awesome. So there you go. So have a look at that. Book in. Let's have a conversation. No pressure at all. This is open for women who are truly ready to rise. I am super excited about it. I love my mastermind. So this will be the third time that I'm running the mastermind. Each time I've changed it and tweaked it a little bit so that it can continue to grow and improve, because of course we want to be the best we can be all of the time. It's a beautiful container. It's all the support you could possibly need. And the promise I can make you is, when you're my client, I have got you 100% no matter what. And I honestly believe that any of my clients who see this will stand up and be like, hell yes, Claire always does that. Claire always delivers. So I would love to work with you. I would love to support you on this journey. I would love to see you grow to be the woman on the rise, and to see you really creating that money that you want to in your business, working with those clients that you want to working in your business, and really truly growing this year. So 2019 is your year to rise. I'm going to leave it there for today, because I don't think any other questions or anything have come up, have they? No, we've got no more questions coming up. So the other things going on that you need to remember about are, number one, Monday, we're going to be doing some live coaching at 1 o'clock. Wednesday, 1 o'clock, I'm going to be doing a masterclass about creating kick-ass content. If you've got any questions about today or about this week, message me. There is no, oh, I know what I haven't told you. Oh my gosh, prizes. Oh my gosh, prizes. So, final thing today. This is how the prizes will work. There have been so many of you taking part in this challenge. You've blown me away. It's been incredible. This is how we're going to do it, because I'm never going to be able to just find everyone myself. So I'm going to put a post-it on Sunday. You have got until Sunday evening to take action on all your daily tasks from this challenge, if you haven't done them so far. If by Sunday evening you've done all of the action points, then I'm going to pop on a post in the group saying, if you've taken all action, please say, hey, hell yes below. And then I will go and check those of you who put in like your hell yes or your yes or I've done it. I'm going to go and check your posts. I'm probably going to have to get my VA to help me, because it's probably going to be a massive job. And then I'll be drawing prizes. We'll draw them on Monday during the coaching session. So come and join me live for the prizes that are going to happen on Monday. I hope that makes sense. I'd love to know, have you enjoyed this? It doesn't matter what business you have. If I feel like get on a call with me, if I feel like I can't help you in your business, I will say so. I'm never going to take on a client who I don't really believe I can help. So get on, let's have a chat. Let's have a conversation. Let's see if it would be a really good fit for you. The coaching that I do with you, by the way, that session I normally do on Zoom, so that we can actually properly talk to each other. I love being able to see people so that I can connect with you. I'm quite intuitive in the way that I work, so that connection feels a lot stronger when it's on Zoom and I can see it, so that feels really good. Helen, no task for today. The task is go be freaking amazing. Go take action in your group. And definitely on Sunday, when you see that little post pop up about posting your name if you've taken action on all the tasks, make sure you put your name in there. If you've got any questions, I am here. I will see you all on Monday. Go and have an incredible weekend. Celebrate all the awesomeness that you've taken action on this week. I can't wait to connect with you more. I hope that you've really enjoyed this challenge. And remember, like, now it's just the beginning. It's not that, oh, we're at the end of the challenge. It's like, no, now you get to start. Now you get to really connect with your groups, grow that engagement, show up fully, pull in all these parts of your rocket ship so you can absolutely launch and grow your business to where you want it to be. You deserve to have an incredible business. You are a woman on the rise. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for just playing full out and being amazing. And I will see you all really, really soon.